Did Diddy intentionally stop Lizzo from twerking because she's fat? A lot of us are asking that. And I'm going to tell you some truths, and we're going to talk about it. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. So what's going on, y'all? We've seen the conversation. We knew it was coming. Shout out to my girl C.C. Happy belated birthday, boo. So last night, yesterday evening, Diddy did a live stream to raise awareness, like all celebrities do, for people who are in need during the coronavirus situation. And he was using this live stream to raise money, I'm guessing. I don't know, y'all explain to me how that works, but he did this to raise attention and to probably raise some money as well, and asking people to donate. So he had a couple of celebrities come on. He had a lot of celebrities, LeBron James, some other folks, and I actually enjoyed some of it. And Lizzo came on the live stream, and Lizzo, you know, this Lizzo, this fun loving, just, you know, coming in, she dancing to the music or whatever, and then she started to twerk. So while she started to twerk, Diddy came into the live stream and he said, hey, let's stop this. We're gonna keep this family friendly. I guess because it's Easter or whatever, and some folks want to keep it, you know, family friendly because some folks were watching it and all that whatever, which I can get that. But a lot of people started to ask the question after Drea and other people were doing the same thing. Did Diddy specifically tell Lizzo to stop twerking? And why is that? And, you know, even Diddy came out and said that, oh no, it wasn't like that. And matter of fact, I'm just gonna let y'all, I'm gonna let it play and let y'all tell me how y'all feel about it.
So we just got finished eating. We tired from dancing. Hey yo, there's one thing that I want to make clear, like my queen, my sister Lizzo. When I stopped the music, it was because it had a lot of curses in there, not because she was twerking. She's one of the best twerkers in the world, okay? So let's keep that clear. It wasn't about twerking. You're allowed to twerk on Easter. It was a lot of cursing in the record, and I don't need child services knocking on my door right now. You understand? So that's why I stopped the record. But Lizzo, we love you. And everybody, hey, yo, everybody stop looking for the negative. Look at the positive, man. Let's go to the...
I'm not buying it. I'm just gonna be honest with you all, and I'm gonna get into some conversation about some fat politics. I'm gonna talk about fat phobia, and you're not really comfortable with that, I go ahead and encourage you to just go ahead and watch another video. We have a problem with fat folks. I've been talking about that a little bit. Me and Deshaun have talked about that. We have had several conversations on this very platform about fat phobia, and a lot of people came to defend Diddy and say that Diddy didn't stop her from, you know, twerking. He stopped the music because the music was vulgar. And I got that. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll give you that. But then we had Drea.
Everybody donate right now. Cash up, donation.
See, Drea was dancing to Back That Ass Up, and she was twerking too. But not one time did you see Diddy tell her to stop, and not one time did you see him say that, hey, you know, this is family friendly. You didn't. And he did the same thing with another artist. And it's just like, you know, what is it? What is it? So people say, no, Diddy is not this. I think y'all reading too much into it. Da, da, da. I think we have every right to look into it too deep or whatever, because we have seen several conversations about Lizzo's body. We have heard several times of people, you know, let their fat phobia come out. We have seen people tweet nasty things about Lizzo. We have seen multiple conversations about her body and how she does too much. And we have always showed other artists who have done the same thing and they don't get critiqued as much. I think, well, I know that we have a problem with fat bodies. And I'm glad that I am in a space now to be appreciative of my fat body. And before you start saying, hey, Justin, you're not that fat, ask yourself, why do you say that? Why is there a limit to what is acceptable fatness? Ask yourself that before you start telling me that. That's not a compliment. That's the same as someone telling you, girl, you're cute for a brown-skinned girl, or you're cute for a dark-skinned guy. That right there. Don't tell me that you're not that fat, because fat is just fat. And we've seen the conversation about Lizzo's body and the policing of her body, so much so that Lizzo as soon as she was told, like, hey, she stopped immediately, like she turned into a child. Because she's used to her body being critiqued. She's used to her, you know, dealing with that. And let me tell you this, I'm not interested in Lizzo saying she don't think that's what Diddy was doing or whatever. I'm not necessarily having this conversation to defend Lizzo or to protect her. I'm trying to defend fat bodies across. That the conversation is bigger than a Lizzo, but Lizzo is the example we're using in this moment because we see it. And if some folks say, I'm seeing some inconsistencies. We already know Diddy's type. We already know what type of women Diddy likes any damn way, which is why he probably didn't say anything to Drea when Drea started to dance and stuff. He didn't see no issue with that. I'm not even interested in this conversation and saying that Diddy's not fat phobic because honestly, Diddy is a part of the music industry, which is fat phobic. We can pull up several clips of Diddy saying fat phobic stuff on Making the Band and everything else. Look how he treated Michael from Making the Band when they were making grilled cheese sandwiches. Like, Diddy has a history of that. Like, he was signing artists. When have you seen him sign any fat black artist? Name one fat black artist that Diddy has signed. And also name all the other artists that Diddy has harmed in the process. So no, I'm not interested in extending grace to a millionaire who has talked about their millions throughout the years and has actually like bragged about taking money from artists and stuff. Like, Diddy is not a good person. I'm really confused at how people are getting on here and trying to make it seem like Diddy couldn't have done that, because no, he wasn't. Fat bodies are already heavily policed anyway. We see that. There's been research and stuff to support these claims and stuff. So no, I'm not gonna be out here saying I don't think that Diddy was being fat phobic in this moment. Yes. And I think that some folks think because it's not, you know, in your face, that it doesn't exist. It's the same thing as people thinking that all racist folks are from all white racist folks are from the South and they wear overalls and they work on a farm. Racism is just racism. There is no racism light. There's not no diet racism. There's just racism. And I think some folks get so pissed off and irritated about being called a thing instead of fixing the thing that they are being called. And that is the issue here. This is not the first time that Lizzo's body has been policed in the public eye. It's been done so many times. So maybe if you all weren't heavily critiquing her body every 5 fucking minutes, maybe we wouldn't be out here thinking that this is another situation. Maybe if y'all would stop like doing this all the time, maybe we wouldn't take this and overthink and over exaggerate. It's not making any sense. It's just the math is not adding up. You had Drea twerk. Nothing was said. Matter of fact, the kids started looking. So the kids sleep, they're in the bed. All of these claims, the kids were there too. And if you're gonna say, oh, the music is too vulgar, back your ass up, it's too vulgar for Easter Sunday or a Sunday period. So why are we playing that? So what is it? It is likely that he was turned off by it and wasn't interested in seeing it. People truly believe that their criticism on Lizzo is not rooted in misogyny and fat phobia. It's rooted in both of them. And you really need to check yourself, like, why you are overly critical of this type of body, but not this type of body. And desirability politics come into this, and I'm gonna keep saying this until the day I die. Desirability politics play in how we view people, how we treat people, how we interact with folks, and what we give to folks. I'm going to tell you that, like, girl, you need to check yourself, because this system that is hurting us is not going to benefit any black and brown folks. We have to do a better job of understanding why we don't like fat bodies, why we don't like fat folks. And I'm going to continue to have the conversation. I'm going to continue to promote folks who are having these type of conversations. So I'm going to end this in saying I think that Diddy did tell Lizzo to stop twerking because of Lizzo's body, because of her fatness. And before you start saying, I don't think that's what it is, look at the material. Look at how he interacted with Drea. Look how he interacted with Drea, and none of that was said. None of that was said. And look how quick I actually cringed at how Lizzo stopped and apologized. Fat folks are always apologizing for their fatness. I've done it. I've done it. It's been plenty of times I've walked somewhere and been tired and scared to say, you know, girl, I'm tired. Because I'm tired. Like, girl, I'm walking step, I'm out of breath. And I apologize for that. Or I just held my breath and made soldier through because I don't want to be an inconvenience. I don't want my fatness to be an inconvenience to someone else. And we see that. We see that how we cover up our fatness. Like, and me and Deshaun have talked about this so many times. Fat folks are always apologizing for being fat. And that's what you saw when Lizzo did that. So we have to do a better job of protecting folks who look like Lizzo. We have to do a better job in defending. I appreciate a lot of folks who came out and said, you know what? This is inconsistent because Drea was on here twerking and she was twerking to some quote unquote vulgar music too. And this wasn't happening. So no, I'm not taking Diddy's apology. Honestly, Diddy got plenty of apologies and he needs to be opening up his purse right now to folks. I don't trust Diddy. I don't trust him and I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm absolutely not giving him anything. And I don't think, he needs to be giving us something. So I want to know how you all feel about this conversation. Honestly, if you're going to come in with some fat phobic stuff, just don't expect your comment to make, because I'm probably going to block or remove it or report it as spam, because no fat phobia will be tolerated on this. So mindful of your conversations. I don't mind the dialogue, but we're not going to be disrespectful to fat folks because I'm a fat person and I created this platform for fat folks as well. So that's all I got, y'all. Let me know in the comments and I'll talk to y'all later on tonight. Bye.